All right, and we just need some lo-fi music. Yeah, it was loud for the intro, and it messed up like 2 times. So
We started watching the Harry Potter series, and the fourth one, which was the Goblet of Fire, was terrible. We almost said we didn't want to fucking watch anymore. Then we pushed through, and now we're watching the fifth one, which is the Order of the Phoenix, I think. And anyway, it's much better. Much better.
good.
Harry Potter. Dude, that a lot of the movie's kind of cringe. Not gonna lie, a lot of cringe in it. There's some good, but some cringe. So you're watching your little X-Men's. I don't think
No,
I
I'm
saw
coding. I'm
that.
coding right now, online,
Oh, no,
YouTube Live. But yes, yes, I am on the X-Men binge. What if we run this back? Don't have permission to run the bat. Okay.
What are you doing it for? What's your project?
Okay, so we are refactoring some Python code. So what we had was there's a script that runs on a Raspberry Pi that controls 3 fans. The other day I went into the laundry room to do some laundry, and I noticed neither of the 3 fans were running. That's not good. I rebooted it, fans still didn't cut on. I was like, okay, we've got a bigger issue. So I remoted into that Raspberry Pi to kind of, see if I can see what's going on. And the reason the code wasn't running is because it reached an error. And the error was one of the Raspberry Pis it gets the temp from is unavailable because I dismantled that one. That IP address is no longer valid. But it stopped the entire code from running. So what we're attempting to do here is write the code in a manner that does kind of like a catch error kind of thing, and then keeps it moving. Like, hey, one of the pies is down, but we're still gonna keep going through the rest of these kind of thing. And another thing I wanted was I wanted to be able to update the IP addresses and the names of which Raspberry Pis to get temps from without having to remote into that particular one. So I wanted it to grab the info from like an external source, like a config file. So earlier today we got the external config file to work, and if it can't find it, let's say for whatever reason your share drive's down, and so it's not able to map to that JSON file. So we have a default configuration file that will be on hand, just in case the internet's down or whatever. It's like, I can't find the remote file. I'm going with this one that's stored on me. Now that we have that working from earlier today, we now need to go through and kind of start swapping out the redundancy of the old code. And it was quite redundant. So that's where we're at now, presently. So what you're going to see on stream is what I'm attempting to do. Now, I don't have chat open because OBS is closed. I'll pull it up on my phone, though. Where's the YouTube app? That will start there. That might help. And I've got a viewer that might be me. I'm not sure who that is. Turn that volume down. Alright, so I can see chat now. Cool. So this JSON is fine, but we're not gonna call it secrets JSON. It needs to be called config. Default config, I think. Right? This is the on-hand one, in case the one in the folder is unavailable.
Yes.
Right?
Everything you said, yes.
I believe. I mean, I'm trying to think. So I think we named the one in the path default underscore secrets, and then we not secrets. God damn it. Underscore default underscore config. Right? And then this other JSON that lives in another place is just going to be config JSON. Now we do need to go back into the code that pulls that.
Yeah.
Local data. Instead, alright, now this is going to be from a local folder, right? So it's just /. Is it /? Or is it we just type out default config? I want to say we can get away with just typing in default underscore config.json, because it's no different than the import export, right? I believe that's right. And we're going to switch the name of this from fetch data to fetch config.
Shit. Tap out here, trying to stay awake.
Call it remote fig. I could spell remote correctly. Alright, so remote fig. Matter of fact, all of these need to say okay. Alright, so remote config, boom, 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 and then it's gonna try to load. Bing, 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 bing. Alright. Should probably copy this back over to this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Back up your stuff.
Definitely?
Don't
What,
ever not back up your stuff.
what were you thinking? You're thinking definitely or possibly?
Well, yeah, got it.
Because we want a default JSON there, but then we want the remote one to live on a server somewhere. So I think that's right. Now, if this errors out, which means we can't set config to that, then we need to set config to the default. So we're going to take out all these lines of code here, where we hand typed in local data. And we're going to say ooh. I guess we need to put this in here.
You never got into the Dark Souls series, did you?
No. Local config.
And then no Elden Ring either for you. Huh?
Correct. All of that is
Shame.
correct.
Shame, shame.
Correct.
Shame.
Correct. Inconsistent use of tabs. How far in do you want me to fucking tab?
Can you say that on your stream?
Say what? Say less?
No. Like cursing? You can curse on it?
That's 18 and over. I marked it for 18 and over. Ain't no Dark Soul. Nope. I do not play Dark Souls. Never have. Pretty sure I never will.
Don't say that.
I said pretty sure. I never said never.
Never say nothing.
Pretty sure I'll never play it. Okay. Where did all these spaces come down here from, huh? Is that in my original joint? Fuck no. Who added all these spaces in between here? Who is controlling the formatting of this file? It's one of these things where, and of course,
who's doing this?
Permissions denied on this one. I don't understand why though. So let me get this straight. I can rename this file. But I can't change it right now because something's broken. So let's change this one over here. And again, it's telling me improper use of tabs. Oh, because it was a space. Oh, Jesus. I don't get it. What is it saying now? Does not match the previous indent? Do you want something here to know that? I'm confused. What about a comma? No? Does not match. Oh. to watch played. Are you grumpy? No, I'm not grumpy. I am a little baffled why it's saying this part of the code is not tabbed correctly. When up here, it's literally found tabbed the exact same way. So, is it looking for something after that? Is it because this isn't tabbed? See? And then look what that does. That's like, oh, nope, this needs to stay here. That feels error for some reason. Let's close that. I'm gonna do something right quick here. I'm gonna copy this. I don't even care if it's wrong. Saying there's 2 errors? There's only 1 error. Yeah, see, that throws off that one down there. Wow, because the invisible tab versus spaces. Okay, well, that's fixed now. Jesus. Alright, so I don't understand. If I paste this over here, you'll let me paste and rename. But I can't save the file? That seems backwards. Oh, now you let me save. Even more interesting. Okay. So, here's where we set y equal to the fetch config. And if fetch config is still null, because we didn't set it up here, then we will then use y equals local config. And this is wrong. Both of these parts are wrong. These should be default config, all 3. Alt alt, alt. Like that. Okay. Now, we will want to run this just to see. And we're only running the fetch config, right? So cd into pyvac. Fetch config. Okay. Remote config found. So good. We didn't break anything. And it pulled the information found in this default config JSON. And we know we found it because if we change this to a zero sol tool and run the code again, that last one should have a 2. And there it is. So we know it's found this file stored on our share drive. Now let's say we rename this file, right? Which would pretend like the file is not there or misconfigured. So we just add a 5 in there. Now it should tell us we probably want to change this bit of code from remote config found to default config found, just so that we know it's using one that's stored. Oh, look at this, we got an error. Cannot open mount config using local. Trace back to this file, which is saying, what's wrong here? The JSON object must be a string. Is this from JSON load versus... Is it not a string in here? Yeah, no, that's good. Oh, it's still trying to... Line 34. That's where we're at. It's trying to load local config. And it's saying... How is the local one any different from the remote? It's not. Unless this is just error prone and we need to do something like that. Let's see. Okay, that one says no such file. So we had it right. Default config JSON. Is it something to do with... How is it not a string? Default config found. Boom. So we're here. Local config. JSON load. Oh, it's Monster. Long time no see, Monster. Didn't think you knew about this hidden channel. We're doing some advanced Python. Well, it's not advanced. I like to call it advanced. Doing some Python refactoring, as you can see in the title. And now we're running into an issue from pulling this local file. It's the exact same thing on the server. I don't understand. Is it because we're loading twice? What's this loads versus load here? Is there an S? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, is it because of an S? An S that just popped up from nowhere? Let me find out. It's because an S just showed up from nowhere. No. Has no attribute read. So let's see if it's because this file. So let's do a cmod plus read write execute on default. Okay. Nope, so that wasn't it. Where did this JSON loads come from? Object path. Let me see something. Print local config. Interesting here. Let's see what we get if we print it. Look at that. I'm not getting nothing now. And I'm guessing you guys can't see full screen as well. Let's go to Dev Classroom. It's my bad, guys. Should be in full classroom mode now, so you guys can actually see. And my camera's not on in this one, so probably need to fix that. I don't even know exactly where it's pulling it from. Stand by. It's in Brio TV. Oh, I found it. Back to dev class. Yay! Okay. So, look at here. Default config. So, right here, we couldn't find the remote. There's our JSON. Right there. So, do we not need to load it again? Do we need to just say the string equals this? Alright, let's try to load. See what we get here, guys. See what we get. Beautiful. Okay. So, we couldn't read the remote file, so using local, default config found, and we know it's this one. Let me go ahead and get this new code copied over here too. We know it's this one because I can add an S here. Well, we know because the name at the top, we added a 5. So there's no way it's pulling it. It's pulling its own local copy like it should. Now, if we come in here and rename this one back to regular config, which I'm not even happy with that. Instead, I'm going to rename this remote config like it should be named. And we are going to change the name here to remote config like it should be. Now we run this code, it should pull the remote. And just to prove it's remote, we'll add a few S's there. Okay. Run. It goes and gets it because it's mounted. There's the extra S's. Beautiful. So this is straight now. We are able to pull a default configuration and a remote configuration. I'm gonna go ahead and copy the default over here to our little project folder. Or not. Okay. Let's do this. Give me a new folder over here. We're going to call it the exact same thing. We're going to move in a copy of like everything. Close that. Remote config can stay out here. We're actually going to copy this into the folder and rename it default. Same thing. I'm going to copy both of these. Paste those in there. Did we copy the HTTP? Yes. Copy that. And then we changed the name, or we're getting ready to change the name of the default operation here. Such a long, lengthy name. There we go. So what do we want to name the new one? Everything else is fetch, which is fine. Temps, fans, config. Need something else for this. Could just call it main, right? Because we're already in PyVac. So we're just going to call it main. Yes. 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 Rename it, baby. It's like, I can't rename. You've timed out. That's what it looked like over there. It looked like a timeout. Renaming, yes. Doesn't take but a second to rename that. Oh, Jesus. Setting up host. Oh my goodness, I feel like it timed out. Could be because I'm streaming from this computer as well. Could be eating up a lot of bandwidth. So I wouldn't be shocked. So let's go ahead and just close that. Let's close these as well. And we'll just open that back up. Okay. We're back open. Now let's get our remote session back up. Hopefully. If we didn't break it. Might have broke it. Does seem to be frozen on that last process. So let's go ahead and just reboot. Let's go ahead and just reboot that port right quick. We said that was PyVac. PyVac is this one. Okay, so we'll power cycle that. It's fine. Okay, and that should bring us back up here in a second here, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and close that because that's gonna be a fail. Power is established. Ubuntu is starting. All right, we're back up. So let's go ahead and start our okay. We're back. Administrator. We're going to open a folder. It's going to be the default. Actually, we want this one. Just take us straight in there. Ask for the password again. This is really all we really care about is the folder we just set up. Okay. Now we were in the process of renaming that to main py when it pooped on us. There we go. Okay. So default config, fetch, fans, temps, uptime. Cool. I need a terminal window. Okay. And we're already in the right folder. So now we can start going through where everything gets called into. Lines and lines of code. Don't ask me how and when I came up with all this. But here's the problem. Look at all these extra lines of code. And this is all hard-coded because of how I did it versus how it should have been done. What should have been done is, starting at this line right here, we should just be iterating through the length of the objects in the array. Or the JSON file, and say, for each object in that file, attempt to get the temperature. Basically is what we should be doing. And then when those results come back in, it should be iterating through to put something out here on the screen. Screen's kind of a little jacked right now. That's fine. We'll get to that. But there's not a lot in here to change. We'll change that. We'll change some of this. This is basically a timer where get URL is greater than 120. And then it resets back to, you know, it counts down to 1 or whatever. Fetch watch. Fetch peons. This is going to get temps. and it's calling in separate functions. So what should really happen here is we need to read in our configuration right up here. Like this is where we should be importing the fetch config. I'm pretty sure this is all auto running. We could do it as a class and return the that might be a smarter move, is to put a majority of this function into a class that you call, defining a class so that you can just call it as a I don't know if you want to call it a fetch config, fetch settings, pretty much. I think that might be the safer way to start manipulating the data. But I mean, technically it is config that we're going for here. And everything else needs it. So first, let's go ahead and we're gonna import, hopefully before temps. So import fetch config, right? And then we need something that's gonna say, basically off the rip, so you don't want to say catch config twice. So in here, I think that's going to be a fetch settings. Yeah, that might be. Oh, okay. Uncle just left. Visitors. Everyone. Right? And inside here, so we're just defining the function? Is that what we want to do? Let's put another comment in. Yeah, I think, I mean, we don't need all that printed out, but I mean, it doesn't hurt. So what does it look like to be in a, just the function, right? And everything else is tabbed over from there. Kind of like that. Parsing. No, you don't need to parse anything there. That's no longer needed. We got our if statements. We're printing some stuff here. Okay. So this is fetch settings. If we come back out here, fetch settings, we don't need that one. Fetch settings is a real thing now. Oh, we didn't return anything. That's the whole point of... There's a difference between doing all this and then returning. You need to return some data. Yeah, see right here? If you're not returning anything from that fetch, it's kind of pointless. So I think we're just returning Y data, right? Or are we returning Y? Let's do this. Eh? Are we returning Y or returning what? I think we just returned this whole thing right here. I'm almost certain that's what we want to return. Right? Comment that out. Coming back to main. So main config equals Y data, right? And then we can start drilling in. We want it to be main config, or do we just want to say config? Not sure if there's going to be a difference for that. We'll leave it like that for now. Main config, blah, 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 blah. And we're not doing anything per se with it just yet. It'd be nice to see the print. Because that's right. As soon as that gets called, that's going to run the function, and we're going to get a printout immediately of all the data that's in the JSON, I think. Just to double check, Control-Alt, copy, come over here to main. Let's paste that, save. Now, if we run, boom. And then error, right? Right, because secrets is no longer there. Oh, that's fine. Because that other one should still be running. Secrets is fine in that other folder. As far as I know. Let's see. Yeah, secrets is still there. So that should be fine in there. But we got our information, right? We used the remote one. We got some IP addresses. That got pulled in to this main configuration right off the jump. So technically, nothing is needed in config anymore. Where we need to start changing the code is when we start doing these calls. Because now we have the length, right? Yes, so we should be able to do something down in here maybe. Fetch temps. This is looking for secrets, which is not there by that point. which is right here. This is like the first place it gets called in, right? So before any of that, let's get a print of config main config, right? So let's try to get that length. And see if we get a length print of the object size. Yes. What line? 126. Oops. Should get a 3 before the error. Line 17. Line 17. Does it need a... No, we put a period at the end. Whoa. Module fetch config has no attribute fetch settings. But I'm looking right at it unless we haven't copied over our new thing. Whoopsie. Okay. Because it's fetch underscore settings. I got it. Okay. Do we need the underscore? How does it usually work here, guys? Yes, it's usually underscore. Okay. All right. Still wrong. That's what I thought. This is off. send anything to my phone. Any other time, this would pop up all day. Okay. Even though it seems like that's broken because it's not showing any of the people. Here it says we've got two. We've got 1 or 2 people watching. I was one of those. But sure. And then look. Oh, sign-ins. All these sign-ins. Yeah. Okay, so we have another issue here. It is printing out a function instead of the results. Because we're so stupid. Why so stupid, Dee Dee? Forgot the little ticks. Forgot the little ticks. Okay, here we go. All the marbles. Jesus, because that's not in there with them, is it? Okay. I need you guys inside me. Like that. Okay? Not that difficult. Except when a function needs it and it's saying, I don't have access to it out there. Woo! Okay. Now we just want the length of main config. Should get 3 as it's going to get temps. Boom, there it is. Beautiful. Alright, so we just need this updated to match this. Now back over here. Now that we have it called in. So here's where we would put in a loop for the length. Right? This is where we would start fetching temps. And then setting the color for that. And we should be able to send the fan in as well. So for here, we will for I in range Now we need to build an array, don't we? Oh, shit. We need to build an array. What's the array gonna be? I'd rather build an object, but you know. So for 3 times, we're gonna do let's just hypothetical this. Fetch temps dot fetch what do we want to call it inside fetch temps? I mean, right now we have 3 and we've got the get color in there. Await result. This is all Prometheus. Fetch stamps. Prometheus. Prometheus response, right? But we need to send in data in, right? So this is where like this long, lengthy son of a bitch is gonna come into play. First, let's get rid of all of this. Right? send this stuff in. And this is where everything, like the URL, right? Which would be, I don't know what we want to call it, passing it in. Is it just the URL that we're passing in? Or do we want to pass in... Yeah, I think it's just the URL, right? Ah, we need to pass in both. We need to pass in the URL and the IP. Yes, 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 yes. We need both of those configured. Right. So we're sending an URL and IP. Boom, boom. And then we'll essentially be getting a temp back. Or we'll have to call the get color with what's returned from that. This on the try. We need to try the IP. Can we do a nested exception? Why not? I don't see any reason we can't. Okay, that returns the name. We're returning a degree. It looks right. I mean, this part up until now looks alright. And we're sending in the temp or degree and which fan we want to set. Right? That sets the color. Because we're returning something, right? It's just unify color. Ah. That's going to be a tricky one on coloring as well. Because we need to be building an array. And then there needs to be... Here, there needs to basically be... For each of I... Put all this stuff in. Technically speaking. Not quite sure how I got here. Fat Rats, Brentwood. Oh. I am in 2. How the fuck am I? Was I in 2? I was just seeing theirs. Okay. What else do we have here? This is getting real complex. Maybe we don't use the get color await anymore. I'm almost certain we do though. Alright, put that aside. This alone should go through the array and print in shell. It should print what we needed to print. Prometheus response, which is what it's called here. You see that? You can't, right where on the get fans, because it says pick one.
Monsters. With YouTube Premium, you can download videos to play offline. We're still watching. Get YouTube Premium. All YouTube, no interruptions.
Now we need to build array with the degree. What the fan equals new. I'm to my music. How dare they pause my music? How dare they? let's look up the Python solution. I mean, do we want to use a JSON? It seems the key index. I mean, it could work. It would just be 0, 1, 2 key, right? And then in the key, you would have temp color pushed in there, I think. They're basically saying you can import JSON and that's all you need. I'm just not sure if that's how we want to do it though, right? Like, because the data structure, yeah, I know we want to like kill it off at the beginning. No? I kind of want to add a timestamp in there. No idea why Peons is at medium when it literally does nothing. Alright, cancel this. I mean, it'd be nice because then we could set it and it would be ready for an HTTP request, right? Throwing all the data as far as which fans, who came up with what. That's what I want to do. Actually, let's do this. Let's go to the remote config. Just thought about this. Let's rename one of these URLs here. So like peons coming up invalid. Ooh. Peon's temp was 45. That is correct. Something broke in there though. Here? What, woman? What? Take a deep breath for that. Alright. With 3 dots, so we know that we're getting ready to come on, keyboard interrupt. Castle. Alright. So now, because the domain name, host name failed, attempting
Do you think Boo Radley ever really comes and looks in my window at night? Jim says he does. This afternoon when we were over by their house.
I told you and Jen to leave those poor people alone. you to stay away from their house and stop tormenting them.
Broke something. I'm not sure how we want to store. I was about to reload you anyway. Another fake Snapchat. I need to go get a pillowcase tomorrow. I need a pillowcase. Yeah, we might have broke the server. Let's do this. Let's close. Might have broke it. See if we can't fix it like this. We may just need to power cycle. Might have broke it. It's not responding. I'm gonna power cycle. Boop. Okay, we're power cycling it again. Okay, but we needed to know so that, I mean, these are all things that could be broken. Like, the domain name is unresolved. What do you want to do? We want to use the default IP address. That's why we put both in. Right? We got fans, we got addresses, we got the display name, we got a real name. I don't think we need anything else. I mean, unless putting the port number in is just, that's too much data. You don't need all that. Just waiting for it to reconnect on Wi-Fi. According to this, it might be up again already. So let's try to connect. Yep. Definitely broke it in that instance. Not my fault. Ask for the password again, and you shall receive. You can't be jealous. You can't be, I mean, keep in mind that this pillow isn't just an ordinary pillow. It's the best way to say it. It's not, I mean, this other things could have been paid instead of this pillow. To be fair. Right there. Boom, we failed. Right. Attempting. Boom. Success. That's what we wanted. Now I can come back in here and change that back, that remote. Take the extra S out. That's what we wanted. We wanted to see in case you accidentally typed it. Right? Now we run it, it should go bam. Beautiful. That's what we needed. It's setting the temps. Now we need to push. The data needs to be pushed into something. We need to create an array right here-ish. Like right after this get color thing. Right? Because it get color and then it sets the fans. Decisions. Yeah, I'll go grab it right quick. I'll show you guys. I don't know how many. Oh, I've got one viewer. I see the one now. Finally. Oh, it's so big. I can't even fit it in the case. Oh, so soft. Squishy. The best part is that it unzips. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to soak this cover or if I'm gonna just do the pillow cover. I think I'm gonna do this cover. I really want to see the inside too. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's got like a little sock. The foam is in a little sock in here. I don't want to mess it up. Zip it up, zip it up. So cool. Alright, back into the other pillowcase, the temporary pillowcase, just for tonight's sake. Get in my belly. There we go. Which side is it? Cooling side. Alright. Alright guys, we need to push this stuff into an array. I just don't know how we want to push it into an array. It's the best thing to say about it there. Because when we do the array, that will help us print it to the screen here and drawing it. We may be able to skip this if we just do for the length here. The problem though is we don't really have the color. The color, Duke, the color. I suppose. What would that look like though? Are we just doing This whole thing's on a timer, right? No? Yeah, we get the URL once. Everything else here is looking fabulous, like ready to copy over into the other folder. Yeah, I think we need to figure out how to JSON it, because if we do a JSON, eventually we'll figure out how to make requests and make it respond with the JSON, which would give the temp and what the fan is set to, or which fan is set to what. And so therefore we would be able to pull that data down the road for something else. Who knows? So there's the question. The question being, how do we start putting that data into a JSON format, an object? So we can pull it down here. Let's just look up some examples right quick. What's indent for? Yeah, that's what it was, changing the indent. Okay. JSON string. Now, what if we want to update said JSON? That's creating a JSON, which is good, but then difficult at the same time when you want to read from the JSON. That's an object. They built an object right there, and they put key pairs into it. So we, like, to change this, let's just say watchtower. Let's go peons. Let's go zero soul. And then inside here would be another object of color, of array. What falls up under here? I would assume it's all just really a new makeup kit. Man, they better not remake that movie. That right there, upset. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, because we want different things in here, right? So we would want like watchtower temp, and we'll just say like temp was 0, right? And then the next thing in here would be like color, and we'd throw in like an FFFFF, right, for the color. And then, like, what else do we want here? We would want something like, what else would we want besides color here, guys? Temp color. Do we want speed? How's it set up? I'm pretty sure it just says. Yeah, we need the fill color. Be-doo-doo, be-doo, 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 be-doo. Something for NA. Yeah, I mean, it could still say NA. It's just the temp. Yeah, it's just the temp degree. Alright, so temp color. We're gonna put speed in there, of course. See what that looks like. Right. Yeah, this is kind of what we're looking like, right? Watchtower, and then inside Watchtower is temp, color, fan speed. I mean, down the road, could we throw in IP addresses and stuff like that? Sure, but that's kind of how we want it to look. No. You're mistaken. They couldn't have redone Hocus Pocus. Already been made, and it comes out this year. Bro, stop playing. No. Why is there an icon for this? Oh no. Oh, wait. Did they bring back? Why does it look like they bring back the original cast? Whoa, that might not be too bad. Hold on. These faces, even though they are aged, there wasn't any black people in that first movie. Let's see the trailer right here. Everyone, hold on. Let me pause that. I feel like I need to see this.
I banish thee from Salem forever.
They were right to fear thee. Magic has a way of uniting. Happy 16th birthday, child.
I have a gift for my favorite customers. Legend has it, it's on the 16th birthday that a witch gets her powers.
Lock up your children! Yes, Salem, we're back!
Okay.
Gilbert, where did you get that candle? We have to get out of here. The witches will be here any second. Ah! The book is alive.
He woke up?
If we intend to live past sunrise, we have to steal their souls.
Whoa, wait, can we talk about this?
No. We must fly! We run amok!
Not to freak out. The provincial maniac obsessed with getting revenge on Salem sounds very bad for Salem.
We should get some salt. Why? So we taste better when they eat us? Spread out.
I'll allow it.
That's not 6 feet under.
Stop! I am a good zombie!
Okay, I'll allow it. They brought back the original cast. Okay, alright. And, you know, playing more on the comedy side. Okay. I can allow that. All right, so we basically have to build it, and see, this becomes problematic when I mean, basically you'd have to build your array and then build the JSON. But then it's like, why not just use the array? And the makeup kit. Well, what can you do? It's already been done, you know. Can't go to Twitter on that just yet. Gotta wait for it to come out first. All right, so what are we doing? Are we gonna build an array? Are we gonna? You can't really throw it in JSON just yet. You basically need to build an array. Each time it goes through, for each one, we need all of this. We need the color, right? So you could say something like, because get color is returning something, possibly. It's in temps. It is returning something under get color. Uh-oh. It's saying color is... Okay. Whew. Just for a second there. Okay. So this is kind of where we want to start building an array. Now, let's look at Python array. Because we're just going to keep pushing. Right, so we changed the array. Now, how do we just do it as an object? Would be better. We're gonna have to technically JSON it, right? That's just not the same. To get the makeup kit? Ah. Where did our other thing go? Yeah, how is this not... I really don't have control over that, though. That's the problem. There's no way to, like, update something specific on that. And yet now somehow we're discombobulated between our windows. There we go, get the music one back minimized.
Wait! Did you download Grammarly? Come on, man. Everyone's using it. If you want to ace this paper, then don't press submit. Grammarly helps you clean up your messy, confusing sentences to get your point across clearly. See how much more clear and confident you sound now? Thank you, future Brent. No problem, Brent. And don't forget about spelling and grammar mistakes. Grammarly offers more advanced spelling and grammar suggestions that you'd otherwise miss. Just click the highlighted area and Grammarly will offer you the fix just like that. So, how are things with Sarai? She married Chad. What? Guys, who's gonna fix the hole in my wall? Can we just chill for a second, please? Did somebody say chill? Sorry I'm late. Yes, dude! Looks like we got to the CEO position. Did you know that Grammarly checks against billions of sites and catches any accidental plagiarism? Looks like an A+ to me. She's having me together forever. Thank you, guys, for showing me the power of Grammarly. So,
Okay.
does anything cool happen in the future? Like,
which isn't a key pair, but it allows us to set stuff. Right?
guys, my wall!
Okay. So that's how we're going to do it. It's going to be set like an array.
Oh, you're still here? Well, click the blue button to use Grammarly.
If you shop on Amazon, you should use this tool. It's a browser extension that automatically compares Amazon to other sellers to see if there's a better price out there. It includes tax and shipping in that price, so you know you're really getting a great deal. Plus, it's totally free, so do yourself and your wallet a favor and try it now.
Yep, we're just going to leave it blank, right? It's only really returning color. It's not returning whatchamacallit. that's gonna work. Should we do a print to print the array? Why not? Ready to break the system? Oh, phone dying. Is it just append? Okay, we'll try append. I think we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Hey. Now we wait a full minute to see if it clears the array and prints it again. Well, we got everything we needed. So your little bubble pops. Oh, not bubbly enough for the bubble club. So we're just waiting a minute to make sure that this clears and comes back how we need it to. So far, so good. This array works just how we expected it to work, how we want it to work. So we're taking all of our temps, name, all that stuff. Oh shit. Did we grab the wrong name? I think we grabbed the wrong name here, guys. We need display name and not the type name in order to go to the menu. We can change that. That's not a biggie. That gives us all the data we need right there. Boom, 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 boom. One, two, three objects in the array. We'll print that next to see if it populates and shows us the length of the array. Beautiful. So we got our temps again. The array changed everything. So let's close that. Start her up again. See if we get our length of the array. Should be 3. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now, when we get down to this next part, we can just do an if statement that says, for I of the length of the array, set all this shit up. And I don't even think we need that. But I think we do need it down here. Kind of, sort of. But we'll be able, like, this will be condensed down into just one if statement that cycles through. And then we technically have to do an if statement here. That might be a little more wonky. Two, three, four steps closer. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Alright, so these are the only last, well, let's copy this over again. I don't think we've changed anything in there. Might have changed something here in temps. Yes. Now, the await color, I feel like that's no longer needed as well. I don't think we're using that anymore. We'll probably delete that soon. So we got our requests. We get the colors. We're setting colors based on temps. All that's coming back to the main one. We've got an array. 3 items in the array. If per se, no, it will still try to get them all. Yes. See, this is, yes, if the temp comes back 0, right? If the temp comes back 0, so really like what you would have is an if statement here, right? Not an if statement, a for. So it'd be like for I in range length of main array, right? And then like what you wanted to do in here would be like, so long as this isn't this, then etc, 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 right? So as long as like the first item so we'd say I to get the 0 position, and then we would say give me the second thing. So as long as, so this would be the if statement, if main array of I of the second slot does not equal 0, and the same thing does not equal empty, then we set up the, see now, is this going to be another array? Right? It's going to be one of those like, technically, like a display array, right? Where the display what do you want the display to array look like? Well, let's go straight into the else. Else. This is where we would get the name in the array, which is that's a little tricky, because you're trying to set something, but you're also trying to concatenate it at the same damn time. I think that's pretty much right. Timed out again, Anthony. Yes, we know. Yeah, we're just supposed to append this. Okay. So that takes care of these 3 lines, basically. All right, let's test it out. Let's open up the remote folder. Let's change 2 things. We're gonna change an S and that to a 0. So now that should be unreachable. Let's see what we get. Peons NA. Yes. 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 We're missing a space here. But we got the NA down here, which is what we wanted, right? We wanted to know, like, hey, there's a fan down, right? So let's change these back right quick before we forget. 8. Prometheus area. Right here. That needs a space. Beautiful. Okay. Back into main. I'm feeling pretty confident to erase that, but we're kind of like down here drawing it kind of weird. So for here, this is technically where this would come in, where we would say for IN again. I'm pretty sure that takes care of the rest of it. Like that code right there eliminated multiple lines. Let's see if we broke anything. Yep, we broke something. With the draw feature. On 185? $171, right here. Alright, let's try to print this and see what we get. Before it breaks. It's probably giving us a full array thingy instead of just a string inside. Inside you is where it all begins. Yep, it gave us an array. Because it put everything in an array when we built it. We built this city. We built this city from rock and roll. So what if we take the array brackets off? Yeah. And see if that pleases them. Okay. It does appear that rectified the issue there. Took the array out of it. I think that's it. I think short of getting the screen to work again, I think that kind of takes care of all the code. We're getting our temps. We've got an array. Display array, or we've added in the words. NA if it's not. Right? Which is handled here. Boom, boom, boom. Builds the display array. Display array says for each one, list it out. Okay. I think that's it for that. Riverdale exit on the south. Oh yeah, you do take 75 to kind of get out of Atlanta. And Riverdale's on that way. That was your dinner? Ah. I guess because it's 10 going on 11 that I was like, have you had something else to snack on since? So this is good. So we could copy all of this to the other folder and um, change our service to now run main.py. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident on that. And I think that's what we're going to do. You know, and now we can update it on the go, so to speak. So I think I can go here and close the folder, like so. And that still like reset the whole thing. Okay. So that gives us terminal. Wait on it, okay. Open folder, Pi home, ask for password. Beautiful. Okay. So, from what we know, is that everything in this folder here can be copied down here now. Delete secrets. Delete mini PyStat. Delete the fill. What happened? Why is that there twice? There we go. Deleting fans. Deleting temps. And then main. Okay. And then from there, we need to update the service. So cd etc system md system sudo nano. Oh shit, do we not know the service? Oh shit. Let me see something. Ooh. Okay. There's the PyVac service. Okay, cool. Sudo nano PyVac service. And in here, the only thing we have to change is this to main. That's it. Control X, save. Yep. And then we'll do something like sudo system ctl stop PyVac service. it should be running. Fans should be going. The new code is in place. The screen probably still doesn't work. Unfortunately, that would be for another day. Everything else is looking decent. Be right back. Right. Go check on those fans. Throw some of this trash away. All right, guys. So it's running and the screen works again. So whatever we fixed or changed, the screen is now working like it was originally working. I don't really have a way to show you guys what it looks like. Close out all of this. So that's the new code. It's error catching. It's got redundancy between IP address versus domain host names. Remote config file, default in-person config file. The colors work, so we can delete the swatch color stuff. Let me just go back to fetch temps to make sure we delete it in every spot. That's it. Everything else is go, 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 go. Okay. Close that out. Close that out. That is it. We will be stopping the stream. We may come back in the future and play around and make us a JSON that can be pinged, and then we can get that data out of there, and turn it into a JSON or whatever string. Just not today. All right. Until next time, kiddos. Do I have I don't have an outro. I do have an end stream button though. There it is. And it didn't work. Let's go look real quick and see why it didn't work. Oh, because it's supposed to be more than just that. It's supposed to stop and then go do that, which we know we can't launch it now. So, all right.